and Rhodolite ring. We were showing this earlier just for a brief minute. I just want everyone to stop and look at the colors in that opal.
That's the story.
Yeah, television is not conducive to showing the opal in its best light. So if you think it looks beautiful on the screen, when you see this in person, you will be blown away. The opal has as much color as any opal I've ever had the chance to present for you. And then couple that back with 1.18 carats of raspberry rhodolite garnet that, oh my gosh, intensifies,
Look
if you will, the color.
on your hand. Oh my gosh. This is called my firefly ring. And you know fireflies, they're like beautiful, they're mysterious, they glow, they're magical. You know, you're sitting, you go someplace and you're sitting outside for dinner in a fabulous, you're on vacation, and there's little twinkling lights above you. And all of a sudden you see those like sparks, those little red glowing sparks. Those are fireflies. And I really did. I wanted to take, I was away about a year and a half ago, and we were at this very romantic dinner, my two sons and myself, because that's always the couple there. So the boys and I were at dinner at a beautiful, beautiful hotel that we were at. We used all of our points. We had a really good, like, 5-star vacation. And we kept seeing these fireflies. And Grant said to me, my son Grant said to me, he goes, Mom, imagine if you could make a piece of jewelry that had the magic of a firefly. And I think we did it. So if you go for a little bit of a tour on this ring, we were looking at Kate wearing it. We're starting out with the ultimate glow, which is the Ethiopian Opal.
And talk to us about that, because that was something that was a huge discovery.
It was. In 2008, we were able to discover opals that were coming from the Welo region of Ethiopia. Before that, opals were ridiculously expensive, and they only came from Australia. Once we found these Ethiopian opals, which I always hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I will tell you that these Welo opals have an 8-year expectancy. So it is expected that in 8 years from now, the experts are saying there will be no more of this gem quality opal coming out of Ethiopia. But when we found this discovery, what we found with the Ethiopian opals were that they carried an intense amount of blue, green, and red within them. When you cut them in cabochon, which is the way the earrings are cut, and the ring, when you cut them in cabochon, they literally have the firefly effect. They glow, and you can see, like, this is real life. You can see the blues, the greens, the pinks, the oranges, and the yellows. Every color of the rainbow is carried within a rainbow opal. Now, with the ring, one of the things that I love is I've never really used pear-shaped cabochon opals before, but I chose to use the pear shape because it elongates the finger and it makes this ring even more special. Then we're gonna take it one notch above. It's set in rose gold, not yellow gold. I use 14-karat rose gold Vermeil. And then when you talk about a firefly is electric. I use the most electric of all gemstones, which is rhodolite. Rhodolite is a garnet. It is a berried color, like a raspberry, purple, pink colored garnet. Garnets have the most glow and are the brightest gemstone of all. They say that Noah, his ark, was made of garnet, so that even in the dark, you could see that bright light. Right. So if you love the mystery of the firefly, of its glow, of its enchantment, of its colors, how every time you see one of those, your heart skips a beat. You know how like they just snap and they go, but your heart like flutters. That's what this ring will do every time you wear it. It is the perfect size. It is 3/8 of an inch long, which means that it's wearable for every day. It is not gaudy. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I can bring you rings that are so big that some of you are like, okay, Carol, that's even too big for me. This is for you girls that want tasteful, everyday wearable, magical, because when you look at your finger, everything about this ring is feminine and magical. From the purple rhodolite to that incredible AAA quality rainbow Ethiopian opal, to the 14-karat rose gold Vermeil. The ring, how does it make you feel?
Oh, I love it. It's just that perfect finishing touch. Like, it's not overdone.